What's going on, TV Inc. family? As you guys can see, I'm back in you guys' face with another one, TV Inc. family, man. Today, man, I'm gonna let these bulls cut up in the yard. I'm gonna pick up some poop out the yard that's uh then piled up on me, and I'm gonna share some stuff that's on my heart with you guys today, man. You know, as you guys can see, that I titled my thumbnail "Let It Go," and in my title section, I put in my title section this: whatever comes, let it come. Whatever stays, let it stays. Whatever goes, let it go. TV Inc. family, and it's a reason why I titled my content, you know, let it go. You know what I'm saying? And the reason is, I was dealing with a friend of mine not too long ago, and she was kind of sharing some things with me, man, that were very heartfelt. But I noticed when she was sharing it with me, it was like one of those things that I consider a burden that's becoming weight on her, that's not benefiting her, is really hurting her. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, in order for her to be able to overcome what she's going through or what she's dealing with, you know, outside of our bill or whatever she do uh, with other people, you know, what's going on? I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I apologize, TV Inc. family. But basically where I'm going is, man, TV Inc. family, we have a habit of going through stuff and holding on to it like we can fix whatever didn't happen now already, right? Meaning, let's say, for instance, we make a decision today, and that decision we made today was a decision that cost us. You know what I'm saying? Meaning we end up catching a felony charge. I'm trying to make sure that I understand what y'all got going on. Because every time I come outside, or every time y'all get around me, y'all always want to sniff my joggers in your nostrils, or you want to sniff my socks in your nostrils, or you want to sniff my shoes in your nostrils. Whatever's going on, or whatever scent that you are smelling is either the washer powder that I use to clean my clothes, or it must be you guys that's on my clothes. I haven't been around no other dog. I haven't been around nobody while you guys are steady sniffing on my clothes and socks and shoes and stuff and all that nature. Go out and play. I let y'all out to play. Stretch your legs, because you're not going in the hives no time soon, regardless if you want to or not. So your best bet is to go out and stretch your legs, because that's what's going to happen. That's what you're going to have to do. And before I put you back in the hives, you ain't been outside, so you better need to go take care of your business. You're not going to just keep going outside potty and then go back in the hives. You understand me? Y'all know the routine, man. Get in that yard and cut up, do what you need to do, and then I'll let you in and let the others out. You understand me? Right now, ain't nobody going back in, so ain't no need to be looking at me wondering when I'm gonna open the door back up to let y'all back in. You finna play. But TV Inc. family, we have a habit of holding on to stuff, man, that like we can fix what didn't happen already, man. And we allow it to become something on our belief system that pick at us and beat us down on the regular. You know what I'm saying? And I'm able to relate to these emotions because these are some of the emotions that I dealt with before I reached the point in life to where I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? Like before I reached the point to where I'm at in life now, I used to kind of reflect back on my past and reflect back on things that I done, and I allow it to beat me down. You know what I'm saying? And making me feel as if I'm unworthy or I don't have what it takes, etc., etc. And I end up coming to the round table and realize the only way I'm gonna be able to get over this here and find my way and be able to create a system in my life that's gonna work for me and my loved ones, I gotta let this stuff go, man. I gotta let it go. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sharing it with you guys because I know I'm not alone on this one here. We all seem to have a habit of holding on to stuff, trying to fix stuff that have already been done, man. I'm here to tell you today, TV Inc. family, let it go, man. Let it go. It ain't worth it, man. Let it go, man. Overcome it. You understand me? Overcome it, man. It is what it is. Whatever happened, it happened. You know, it's part of life. You know what I'm saying? We not gonna sit here and allow stuff like that to make us feel as if we don't got us, we ain't got it together, or we ain't got what it takes, man, to be great, you know, because of our losses, or because of something that we done that cost us, or whatever it may have been, man. You understand me, TBN family? We can do it, man, you know, and as long as we got, you know, people like myself in our corners, you understand me, and people, and as long as I got people like you guys in my corner, I feel like, man, you know, it ain't nothing that I may go through that I can't overcome, for real, especially with you guys with me. You understand me? We're gonna overcome it together, for real, for real. But TV family, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Oh yeah, and y'all already know how I'm coming in the description column. You know what I'm saying? Another thing I want to share with you guys, because I know a lot of you guys don't take out the time and pay attention to the description column. You know, a lot of in the description column, I always got some jewels, or it got my contact information in it. And when I jotted in my description column was this. I say, holding on is believing that there's only a past. Letting go is knowing that there's a future. You know what I'm saying? That's just something I wanted to share with you guys, man. And that's how I'm beginning my live today, man. You know, I'm gonna get out of here and pick up a couple of poop piles, so you guys hold that thought, and I'm gonna tap into some of you guys' comments before I get to it. Let's see what's going on. So I like the live, G. Overstood, family. I'm glad you like it. They probably trying to figure out who you talking to. LOL, man. That was just something I wanted to begin. I wasn't talking to anyone. That's the reason why if you tapped in when I turned my live on, you'll understand who I'm talking to. Like I was saying in the beginning, you know what I'm saying? I was talking to a friend of mine, and she was beating herself down about her loss. You know what I'm saying? And some of the things she went through in her earliest, you know, in her upbringing in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And I could tell it's taking a toll on, you know what I'm saying? It's beating her down. So, you know, it was just something on my heart that I wanted to share with you guys, and I want to, you know, create a thumbnail with one of my beautiful bulls, and give my video a title to let you know what the bill is about today, man. Outside of my dogs, you know what I'm saying? Because it was still on me. Whenever we departed, what she was feeling, it was still on me, because I'm just one of those people, man. I'm just one of those people that's big on reaching someone, teaching somebody, and showing someone something better other than what they probably holding on to that they think is better. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm just, like I told you guys before, man, I'm a servant of light and dark. So whenever I see someone is allowing darkness to get the best of them, man, I'm always gonna get them, leading them back to the path where it's good at. And the first step in overcoming what she was going through is letting it go. You know what I'm saying? For real. But that's why I started my video while talking about that. You know what I'm saying? Because she's not the only one. We all deal with it every day. Some of us that's on live right now still battling with that. Right now, you probably done had somebody in your life that you mistreated. You know what I'm saying? And then when you end up realizing what you lost, you're like, God dang, it's just like you probably feel as if you can't ever find that good thing again. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes we'll get so blinded by our past, or blinded by our mistakes, to a point to where we just start giving up on things that matter, and start believing stuff that's not real, meaning an illusion. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's always good to be able to reach out to someone, or give someone something that they needed to hear. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I done. You know, when she started sharing that with me and started crying in front of me, you know, I'm like, wow, you know what I'm saying? And I'm hearing her out. That's what I did. I'm all ears, you know what I'm saying? And I'm hearing her out, and I'm seeing what's going on. You know what I'm saying? She battling with some of the stuff that I done dealt with. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the best way I could be able to reach her was, you know, drop a jewel on her and let her know in so many words. Sometimes the harder thing for you to do is sometimes the best thing for you to do. I know that, you know, You may not want to let go of those moments or those memories with someone that you lost. But as long as you're allowed to become a fuel to keep you going, that's what matters the most. You know what I'm saying? Because whoever you lost may not even want you to go through what you're going through or deal with what you are dealing with, that you are starting allowed to become a burden. You know what I'm saying? That's got you feeling empty. You know what I'm saying? Like the person that you probably lost is in heaven looking down on you, letting you know, man, I'm still here with you. You need to shake back. It's good up here. Keep doing what you're doing. I'll be waiting on you to bed. I got beds and stuff made for you and the kids. So when y'all get here, you know I'm here. Or however, vice versa. You see what I'm saying? But I appreciate the gifts too, family. Appreciate the gifts. Not games, bad. Okay. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. New here needed to hear this. Appreciate it, brother. I overstood, family. Overstood. I'm glad you was able to get something from it, brother. As I right, man, see, like, how best friend from your family home, okay? Overstood by get dog, okay. Okay. Say, like, games, man, okay. You brother are so right. For sure. You are so right. Okay, TBN family, I just wanted to reflect back on some of my comments, man. You know, hoping that I can run across somebody's comment that was looking for some direction or some feedback, and everybody seemed like they in oneness with what I'm on. So with that being said, TBN family, let me get in this yard and pick these poop piles up that I done allowed to build up on me. Y'all know I don't really be liking that poop pile build up, man, 'cause that stuff will end up turning to a whole mountain and have me out there tomorrow. Oh, you're working on the road. Oh, it's like it's one of those feelings, like, you know what I'm saying, getting out there picking up poop piles, man. I'm talking about for real, man. It like be working the mess out of me, man. It's I'm looking for the white women. Man, you looking for white women, man. They on here, but they ain't, this ain't no dating site. But if you got a woman on this on my live that's single and feeling what you saying, my boy, they'll reach out to you. But don't sound thirsty though. If you're a member, man, don't sound like you're desperate and in desperate need of a white woman, because you gonna make scare off, bro. You know what I'm saying? For real, talking like that probably be, you may not find on this line, because you ain't letting it be. You understand me? You ain't came here and respected the host first. You ain't say, how you doing, brother, this and this. So she already see that you're out of order. You ain't got no order in your life. You just jump on somebody's live that you don't even know. Ain't even greet. Hey man, hello, TB Inc. I'm new here. My name is such and such. Or hey man, host man, I'm new here. What's going on, brother? Woo woo woo. And then drop that on. Go straight to talking about you needing the white woman and all that stuff, man. Come on, man. You understand me? Why she can't be a right woman? You understand me? Why she gotta be a race thing on it? You understand me? Let her be the right woman. Don't matter, it shouldn't matter what color she is. As long as her heart right, that should matter the most, right? Hello. I'm in the middle of picking up poop and on live. What's going on? It don't matter, Queen. Whatever you grab, cool. You don't have to be aggressive either. Yeah, you got real aggressive when I didn't hear what you said. All right. But with that being said, TV Inc. family, I'm gonna tap right back in. Let me get this poop up right quick. For real though, you right. Whitewashed. Be respectful, man. Be respectful. Be respectful, TV Inc. family. All lives matter, huh? All lives matter. All lives matter, TV Inc. family. Especially if they ain't wanted for what matters. Especially if they ain't wanted for what matters. What matters? Our Father, who art in heaven. Hold on right quick, TV ain't found. Let me check on my puppies. Oh yeah, TV Inc. family. To all my newcomers, man, everybody that done jumped on live that's not aware, I do have a litter that's about to hit the ground soon. Get out here, bro. Get outside, bro. Get in the house, bro. House, bro. House, bro. Get in the house, bro. Get in the house, bro. Get in the house. Gotta be a little aggressive with him. Cause he one of those ones. Once he's tuned into something, he ain't gonna snap back. He'll be more focused on trying to get his point across. But TV Inc. family, to all my newcomers, you know what I'm saying? I do have a litter that will be on the ground Friday, man. So if you looking for a next level bull, man, to help beef your program up, or you just looking for a dog, man, to add to the piece of the puzzle, you understand me? Man, tap in, man. You won't regret what I have to offer, man. You won't regret what I have to offer, or should I say what I got cooking up, for real, for real. Everything that I got in the yard is functional and next level, for real, for real. But TV Inc. family, let me go ahead and knock these poop piles out the way right quick, and I'll tap back in. Hold that thought. Oh yeah, the girl that's giving birth to the puppies, she out here too. She exotic. Functional exotic though. Not your average exotic. Not your average exotic. Keep on that. Keep on that. Keep on that. Come here, big girl. You ready to have them babies? You ready to have them babies? Is you ready to have them babies, girl? Is you ready to have them babies? You big, girl. You big. Them babies are not big, too. They ready to be out, ain't they? Yeah, you done made it. You done made it. We got 2 days. We got really a day, not even a day and a half left. We got 24 hours and a couple of more hours. We got 24 hours and some change. I'm going to say we got 33 hours. That's what I'm going to say. We got about 33 hours. Not counting the last few hours we got in this day right here. Not including these hours. I will be I will be making a setting up the nursing area later on tonight. TV Inc. family, you guys may witness me doing that. It's gonna probably be just like the nursing area that I have for Millie. You know what I'm saying? For Keyron, it's gonna probably be the same thing. The only thing that may be different, I may put the pool back there and create a little carpet or something, put a carpet or something on that end. Uh where she can, can step out of the pool and, lay outside the pool, whenever she's done feeding her pups, man. I think she gonna do great, man, when it comes to feeding these pups, you know what I'm saying? She showed me on her first litter, Chasing and Nala, that she was open to, embracing what I had to teach her. So I already know that she took heed to a lot of the things that I taught her, because she one of those dogs that listen to everything I say to her, and she had proven that, you know what I'm saying? But we will have pups on the ground, man, Friday the 13th. I was wondering why somebody was saying something about Friday the 13th. I didn't even know the 13th was on a Friday, but it is what it is. We ain't worried about it. The bullet game done changed a lot over the years I was in it. Pretty hot back when ABKC was doing a lot of shows. Corey Cox, at the end of the day, bullet game has changed a lot, my brother. And at the end of the day, you have to be willing to adjust the change. You can't allow yourself to feed into the way things used to be, to think and start believing that the way things are going now isn't good or better. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we all would love to reflect back on the older days and stuff of that nature. But in the older days, that goes back when I was coming up in the 90s, way before the cell phone started getting popular. The only thing was hot then when I was coming up was beepers and pay phones. You know what I'm saying? Pay phones and beepers. Once they got rid of the beepers and then they started pushing the cell phones, man, I was happy about that. Even though the beeper days and pulling up on telephones at the stores or pulling up at the highs, was all right. It just when the cell phones came about, it was like that. You know what I'm saying? And then it goes back to when in your time when you was in the bullet game, when you had dogs that was ABKC registered. At the end of the day, it was only one registry at that time. I don't know how many registries. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? Don't charge me. Don't count it on my mental. Because I really don't know. I haven't really did my homework, but I'm since I've been a part of this way of life, I can tell that ABKC was one of those big registries that was real popular. You know what I'm saying, at that time. You know what I'm saying? But back when that was going on, it was probably hard to be able to bring something new into the fold if ABKC wasn't stamping it. So now, you able to create your own lineage, your own looks. And even though ABKC may not stamp it, you still can get that dog registered and create your own lineage. So I'm thinking, at the end of the day, that's a big plus. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, that's a big plus. Shit, I remember when I was a Blue Pit. Back when KI Kennels was popping. I don't even know a lot of those kennels. Corey Cox, boy, you went over my head with some of these names. I hope these guys was paying it forward, man, and landed. But if you speaking of these guys, they part of the reason why, me and other guys are able to get out here and make a living out this way of life. You know what I'm saying? We'll never forget about the elite players that paved the way for us. What's going on with you, man? Bless my boo. Standing on top of earth, feeling Tony the Tiger the Great. It was APKC. Oh, it was APKC. See, that's what I'm saying. It's a lot being going on. So as you can see, as time passed, you know what I'm saying, things are really getting better when people see. The thing we have to understand this, TV Inc. family, is that it's really a lot of times when we be speculating or we maybe be feeding into a thought or something, a lot of times it be our opinions. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, we all are entitled to our opinions. If you feel like the way the game is now when it comes to bullies, then got watered down and it ain't the same no more, that's your opinion. You know what I'm saying? If you someone that feels, otherwise, that's your opinion. It ain't now one of y'all in the wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because both of y'all, probably if y'all decide to be alone, the reason why you feel that way, I'll probably be like, yeah, you right about that. And the one that may feel, the opposite of that, I may be like, yeah, I feel the same, man. Both of y'all making some sense. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep this thing in between. Because you have to also remember the things that we may feel is a problem, someone else may feel it's a good. And some people that feel that something is a good, somebody may feel is a problem. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta stand between and focus on creating and design a system in our life that we know is healthy and it's gonna speak volumes in the lives and minds of those who are not biased but open-minded to chiming into something new that they may not understand. You got a lot of people that's so stuck in their ways and stubborn to a point that when you do bring something new to the table and you may not be someone that they done heard about or they respect or whatever, they'll turn their back on you. They'll count you out. They'll count you out. And then the moment you start making some noise and start turning up, then they'll start respecting you to a certain extent. But still, they may still be feeling some type of way if you didn't probably capitalized in a way to where they feeling as if you think you doing something or think you in competition with them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I have to always, exercise keeping you guys in remembrance that, man, I'm not throwing no shade on nobody. You understand me? I'm just giving you an understanding of what I like and what I don't like. I don't just like a table stacking dog. I don't just like a dog that's low to the ground and barely can move. I don't like dogs that can't breathe good and you can't do anything. I'm against that. I don't like, 2 times, 20 times, 50 times this year. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, my personal opinion, I feel like those are chances that, those breeders are taking to where things can always turn out, a disaster. It could turn into a disaster real fast with this 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 10 times. You see what I'm saying? And they could, and if they on my live now, if you one of those breeders that breed like that, I'm not against you. But if you being real with yourself, you know that I ain't lying about when you breeding like that, it's a chance you taking. You know that and I know that. Because when you inbreeding like that, me and you both know things can end up backfiring on you. You know what I'm saying? It's just like whenever you are in the world and you mating with your relatives, your close relatives, it's not a guarantee that I ain't gonna say guarantee, it's a big percentage that mating with your first cousin or your second cousin, or you know what I'm saying, can end up create a baby that's dysfunctional. You see what I'm saying? With a whole lot of health issues. We all know that. So if we understand that law, why is it that when we start dealing with our animals, we look at our animals as our animals is not someone that fall up under that same system. Our animals fall up under that same system, regardless if you want to believe it or not, because we have a whole lot of dog characteristics. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if you want to accept it or not. You see what I'm saying? Straight up. Let me see. Dane Wilson was the founder of the American Bullet breed. It was before the bullets came out. It was. I'm not gonna discredit you, Corey Cox, but ain't no one was the founder of anything. It's hard to place a crown on someone that's the founder of something. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know what's going on. It's just like Crip and Blood. Just like Crip and Blood. In the beginning of times when Crip and Blood was considered what is it? What was the movement that was going on before they separated? It was My mind head all over the place. Black Panthers. When it was the Black Panthers and the Crips of Blood, before they separated and started creating Crip and they created Blood. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people that created a Blood and created Crip are probably say, I'm the founder of it all. I was the one started this. I started that. We don't really know. So what I'm getting at is, I hear what you're saying. He probably was one of the founders. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't give him all credit because I really don't know. As far as you sharing what you're sharing with me, I understand where you're coming from. He probably was one of the heads, but I don't think, me personally, I feel like it takes a team to create a lineage that we witnessing today when it comes to this bullet breed. It took more than one head to put this stuff together. So I'm not gonna give him all credit. What I can say is I appreciate that information. I know he probably is one of the founders. I'm not gonna crown him and say he's the founder. You see what I'm saying? So I say this: he the one that put it all on paper and legalized the breed. Okay, I take that. I have to do my own homework, Corey Cox. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put that on the back burner. I'm gonna put that on back burner so when I find time, I look at doing my own homework, because I'm not one of those people that's big on just accepting something and not doing my own homework. You know what I'm saying? Because I done that a couple of times and it backfired on me and hurt me. Just like when it came to doing CPR on my dog, you know what I'm saying? They were fighting for their life. I'm thinking because I didn't look into someone that's programmed that I really like, the way they was going by doing CPR on the dog was the correct way. And doing CPR on the dog the way you would do on a human being is not the correct way. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm understanding what you're saying, brother. It makes a lot of sense. I feel what you're saying, though. Shit, we all have homeboys that help us up. Overstood, Corey Cox. That's what I'm saying. That's just, just at the end of the day, bro, I'm just one of those people that understand that in order to be able to set the tone, in order for something to be set in stone, it took a team to put it together. I don't care who say what they say. People are our biggest asset. So in order for anything to become relevant or to be known as being the next greatest big idea, it took a team to put that stuff together. You see what I'm saying? You can't be one without the other. You see what I'm saying? In order, one may sound good in the beginning, but it takes more than one to make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? Meaning when you put it together with somebody, or in other words, you include someone else other than yourself, and y'all tweaking and putting great minds together and putting that thing and patching together and piecing puzzle together, it hits different. It hits different. That's just my personal opinion. I feel like we can't do it without one another, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just being honest, man. Like, I have to stay in remembrance of how my channel got monetized. Even though I'm putting in the hours, the hours didn't just matter. People have to subscribe to my channel. You see what I'm saying? They had to subscribe. I couldn't be just time without the subscribers to get my channel monetized, because that ain't how it works. You know what I'm saying? Got to work together. They're just like the heart. Your heart is one of the main pieces of, but it's stuff that's going on in your heart that's keeping that heart pumping. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, at the end of the day, I'm just a big believer in, teamwork. I'm just a big believer on the system. You know what I'm saying? The system that a lot of us don't pay much attention to or really go into and try to, figure, the things that we don't really just look into and try to put it together to where it began to start making a whole lot more sense. You know what I'm saying, to us? You know what I'm saying? We are always going with what someone else has said or what someone else that we feel that we trust and said or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Instead of taking out the time to look into it, that's just like how I was saying when I had reached out to a troller. A troller was trolling on my live not too long ago. And when they said what they said, it kind of, after he said it, I'm like, damn, I really never investigated that. That don't even make sense. That sounds really illiterate. I can't remember what it is that person said. What is it? I can't even think of it. I know whatever it was, he was riding down on me, and I just tried to, I had to find a way to counter what that person was saying. So I had targeted what he's saying, but after I targeted, I started thinking about it. I'm like, wow, I never really thoroughly investigated that. And that didn't even make sense. I'm trying to make sense because it go back, and then I had used this for example. You know what I'm saying? Like how a lot of people that came up in the 90s, the early 80s and stuff of that nature was saying that women vaginas was cocks. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, you know, I ain't knowing no better. I'm just, you know, going out with a lot of old heads that I looked up to, and due to them being old, I felt like they knew what they was talking about. But once I started getting old and I started doing my own homework, looking into these words and stuff, I began to understand that cock is a man's penis. You know what I'm saying? And be honest, which I ain't know that. You know what I'm saying, in the beginning, until I start educating myself. So, you know, with that being said, man, shout out to TV Inc. Family Overstood. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I start understanding, man, that it ain't nothing that exists on this planet that wasn't put together without the Father's work. Or with not only just the Father's work, without the Father's creations being a part of the dirt. You know what I'm saying? Or the work. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. It just law. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if you want to accept it or not, it's law. Ain't nothing up under the sun was put together without me, you, and somebody else. The only way it makes sense, it gotta have some unity involved. It's not gonna make sense. I don't care if today you end up coming up with a couple of ideas of how to create a motor, you know what I'm saying, or a transmission. You only gonna probably think so far. Somebody else gonna come and say, maybe you could probably put this, man, and you gonna be like, oh, okay. You may be the founder of the beginning, meaning you may came up with the idea, but in order to get that idea life, somebody else had to feed into it. Somebody else had to help you give it life. It's just the way it is, man, regardless if you want to accept it or not. On the cool, departed from the love of God, life is without purpose. Life is without purpose. Life is without purpose. Listen what you're saying, brother. Listen what you're saying, brother. Listen what you're saying, brother. Just listen what you're saying. Life is without purpose. Now, say that to yourself slowly and make sense out of what you're saying, brother. Respectfully. You said apart from the love of God, life is without purpose. That don't even make sense, brother. Respectfully though, Cox, life is not without purpose. Life has a lot of purpose. Come on, man. Come on, brother. Better yet, let's educate ourselves. Let's educate ourselves, because y'all see you throwing words around. Let's play with them. Let's play with them. Let's play with them. We gonna play with them. Because I see you it sounds good, but when you dealing with somebody that understand words, you can't use stuff in that kind of content and make me say I agree. You know what I'm saying? So when we speak about purpose, brother, do you understand purpose? Purpose is reason. Purpose is reason. It say the reason for which something is done or created, or for which something exists. So life without purpose, that's not true, brother. Life has purpose. In order for you to be able to stand in this atmosphere, what has to be a part of this atmosphere, right? Trees give us oxygen, right? It gives us oxygen. We able to stand. You see what I'm saying? So life have a whole lot of purpose. You know what I'm saying? Life is not just existing without purpose. Only one that believes that life existing without purpose is someone that's not investigating what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You just living. It said, apart from the love of God, life is without purpose. Love is what shines through the hearts of each person that gives each the intent to act. Okay, where you going with it? You sound like you read for something that you read in a book or something. Where you get this information from? And what's making you believe so wholeheartedly in that? I'm seeing you start using love as a crutch to be able to support your point. And that ain't we focusing on life without purpose, brother. We don't need to include love, because in order for love to exist, you have to understand. You see what I'm saying? You have to understand the reason why it's important. You understand me? You have to understand what love look like. You understand me? For real, for real. Yeah, you have to understand this here, brother. So we focusing on life is without purpose. You understand me? That's what we focusing on. Life is without purpose, and it's not true. But we not gonna build on that too long. TB Inc. family, I understand where you coming from, Cox. You know, in due time, you know, you'll be able to see things, you know, from my perspective as well. Other than this person that you probably be reading, you know, or whoever molding or creating the system that you are feeding on right now, brother. You know, just stay in between, brother. You know what I'm saying? And wait before you commit wholeheartedly to something that you haven't took out the time to investigate on your own. Bro, you not saying what I'm saying. You brought up the father, homie. Love is not a pissing contest. We all brothers and sisters in love. So I brought up the father. I'm not understanding, brother. That's what I'm saying, brother. You speaking a special jargon, brother. You speaking a jargon. That's a jargon, brother. That's a special language that only those in your environment understand. I don't understand about pissing contest. I don't understand that, brother. I don't understand no pissing contest. I don't understand where you're going with that, brother. Regardless if you may say, oh man, you don't understand that, bro. You this here. I understand, you know, where you coming from, bro. But I'm saying at the end of the day, bro, you have to be, in other words, bro, this is what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm saying. United we stand, divided we fall. Nothing exists without the other, my man. Nothing exists without the other. Can't nothing on this planet exist with just you doing, just your doing. Everything have been put together the way it's been put together, and it have to be together in order for it to work. You can't give no idea life without the people. You can't give yourself life without the things that's making it fortunate to where you able to have life on top of this planet, man. You know what I'm saying, etc. You know, and I'm just speculating, but it's way deeper than that, brother. So what I'm getting at, brother, you have to be careful. You have to be careful what you allow yourself to speak. You know what I'm saying? In the presence of those that's looking for answers, brother. Those that's trying to find direction, in other words. You know what I'm saying? Because what you may say today may be something you regret tomorrow. Why? Because what you may say today may end up being the cause of a death of someone, a child or something, or someone that you didn't even, you know what I'm saying, someone, man, where I'm going with this here. In other words, man, this was going on, brother. I try to be mindful of what I say out of my mouth because I'm knowing, even though it say don't regret anything, from time to time, I'm lifing. I'm a real person. I regret some things I do. Regardless of the benefits that came with it, I still wish I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I regret it. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I really regret I done that. A lot of people say, don't regret nothing, this and this. I regret some things I do. Regardless of the beauty that came with it after, I still regret I even experienced or done it. You feel what I'm saying? So that's just my reality. That's just how I see things. You know what I'm saying? But we not gonna allow anything that comes with my personal opinion or your personal opinion cause us not to be able to sit at the round table with one another because we not agreeing upon the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. We got other things that we agree with. You know what I'm saying? That it probably eventually give me and you the understanding of what we disagreeing about in the future. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? What we may be disagreeing about right now may be something we both will probably understand. Be like, oh man, both of them make sense, man. And let's put this stuff together. Now this is what we got now. You know what I'm saying? This both keep us with fuel. You know what I'm saying? We both was heard. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. A lot of people want to be heard. So whenever they dealing with somebody that disagreeing or playing devil advocate, the first thing they want to do is flee off. Oh, I'm gone. And start being judgmental. Because that's what happens a lot of times. Whenever you dealing with somebody and they disagree with what you saying, A lot of times people lose interest to even want to be with that person. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel like in they mind, they feel like this person is illiterate, or this person don't understand, or this person is biased, or this person is too stubborn and stuck in their ways, or this person, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm getting at is, you know, let's just don't let the small stuff create a system in between us to where we start looking at one another like we can't benefit from each other, man. We can benefit from each other. Whatever the problem is right now, let's just move forward and say, hopefully, whatever I tried to reach him with, he'll understand in the future. And I feel it's vice versa, the same here. Hopefully, what I done spoke on may reach you as well. It just, when you say life is without purpose, when that came about, I'm just not feeling that. You know what I'm saying? It just don't make sense to me. Makes sense to me, Theo. 100. You know what I'm saying? When you say life without purpose, that right there shook me all the way up. You know what I'm saying? That's something I disagree with. You know what I'm saying? Just like a lot of people agree with bliss is ignorance. I don't believe that. I don't feel like bliss is ignorance. Because a lot of people say bliss is ignorance is because once you start knowing better, life is not fun anymore. Now that's ignorance. Anyway, TBE family, let me pick up some more of these poop piles right quick. Oh yeah, TBE family. I told y'all my mind always working, right? And I'm reflecting on the brother, man. I'm reflecting on the brother. And what come to mind is this. The brother say I'm not understanding, right? So me personally, me as a person, when I done spoke on something and it's to a point to where I'm losing someone, I know how to investigate what ended up happening to where I lost you. So I know how to come back and give you the understanding of what I mean. In the simplest term, meaning in order for the brother to understand that, I don't understand what he's saying, he had to be able to investigate, okay, this is the reason why he's not understanding. He have to know this. So when you know that and you don't return and give me an understanding to where I can't mess him with this, that means that you're falling more victim to something you don't really know. That's what it means. It means you becoming a parrot of something that you haven't even took out the time to investigate. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what happens. That's the reason why when you guys hear me build or when I build on anything, that's the reason why people say, dang, bro, you dragging it on. I understand, bro. I didn't mean nothing about that, but you dragging it on. That's because when I'm making a point, I want to break it down all the way down into its simplest terms to where whenever I do decide to say, oh, I'm gonna bring this to it came to an end. I'm gonna bring it to an end with this one. You will be able to see where I'm coming from. To where I know if you still didn't get it then maybe might not be your time to get it. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm getting at is, like, when it comes to any kind of bills, TV Inc. family, we have to be willing to get out our feelings, man. That's why I tell you guys all the time, do not take nothing personal. Don't be carrying your feelings with you. You know what I'm saying? Because when you carry your feelings with you and someone disagree with you, or they not understanding what you're saying because you done became a parent of a whole lot of things that been passed on to you, and this person that you are dealing with is someone that's been learning from experience. It's someone that's dealing with you from a place that they know about. You see what I'm saying? See, I build from a place where I know about. This is a place that I know about. This ain't a place that somebody done told me about. This is a place that I know about. So when I share stuff with you and I disagree with you, it's gonna be because I know. That's the reason why I told that brother what I told him when he gave me an understanding about, who started or who found the bullet breed and this and this here. I told the brother I don't discredit that, but I will look into that on my own. Let me piece my puzzle, let me piece it together, look into it, and let me read between the lines of all this stuff and make sense out of it myself, because I'm not just gonna fall for them saying that he's a fan. No, man, it's just like somebody saying who discovered America. That's not true, is it? That's not true. That's what they say, but that's not true. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, basically what I'm getting at is I'm just one of those people that's big on doing my own homework. I'm not a parrot of what I done heard. And even if I am a parrot of something what I done heard, if I carry it with me and I speak on it and bring it to you guys, that means I done did my homework. So I'm not gonna change of what been told to me in the way it's been told to me if it was true. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it in the same format that it was when it was given to me. You know what I'm saying? Me for real, for real. And if I pass it on to somebody and I'm giving it to them in the same format it was given to me, and it go over somebody's head because they may not be as educated as me, or they may be educated as they may be a whole lot more smart than me. I'm gonna bring it to the simplest term. I'm gonna bring it to you in a way the way you gonna say, oh, okay, I see it. Yeah, that's right, that's solid, that's facts. You understand? I'm digging that. Yeah, I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I'm coming, TV Inc. family. I'm just one of those people that have been through so much, TV Inc. family, and I done fell victim to what she said and he said and this and this here. And then whenever I finally do my homework, I began to feel like I'm a fool. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because I began to notice that I've been falling victim to everything that was somebody else that said, and I never took out the time to investigate. And now I'm looking at people that's not even like that these other people are saying is like that. You see what I'm saying? Meaning, like how with me. If you run into somebody that tell you a whole lot of stuff about me and you never do your homework on me and you just follow what they saying, eventually you'll kind of build a dislike of me and don't even know why. You'll be just going off what everybody else saying, and then when you finally take out the time, man, let me go check out this food. I'm gonna sit back in the cut like a Band-Aid and watch what's going on. And then you start watching and you start taking your notes. Hold up. No. This is not adding up. I disagree. This not adding up. Y'all said this dude was like this. That dude is not showing none of that. And I've been watching this man for months and months, hoping it change up. I sat back long enough to know that if this guy is what you saying he is, it's going to eventually switch up and it's going to show. This guy ain't Mr. B yet, bro. Y'all ain't to be trusted, bro. Y'all ain't to be trusted. Y'all got this man y'all got this business. You got this man misunderstood. Y'all saying this about this man, that ain't what's going on. So basically what I'm getting at, TV Inc. family, we have to be open-minded and be willing to be able to stand in the heat in the kitchen. We got to be ready for it, man, because it's just the way it is. That's the reason why whenever I deal with people, the reason why I never get overwhelmed is because I'm always in between. I understand the beauty of being in between. If I'm not biased and seeing one thing just one way, you see what I'm saying? Especially if it's something that I don't know about, get what? I'm going to be all right. But the moment I start being more on this end and I don't really know about it, I find myself all worked up fighting for something that I don't even understand my goddamn self. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what happened a lot of time. We be sitting there putting our life on the line and fighting for something we don't even understand ourselves. We ain't never took our time to even look into it to understand it. I just, okay. And then whenever it's time to put in the works to understand something that's been passed on to us, it's so defined and so deep to where it takes time to understand it. We don't want to take out the time. That's why they say patience is a virtue. Every time they come up, people don't be wanting to take out the time and do their own homework, especially if it's a book. And in order to be able to understand somebody that's bringing something to you that's way with it's profound and it's very deep, you have to take out the time to put in the work. Sometimes some of us don't want to put in the works. Some of us don't want to put in work. I'm here to say it because I was like that once upon a time. When it comes to certain things that I need to know, whenever it show a book about this big, man, I'm like, hey, nah, I ain't got time for all that. First thing I say, man, I ain't got time for all this shit. I ain't gonna be reading all that, man. Whatever it is what it is. But it's something that I goddamn me carrying on with me, not knowing that I may be worshiping something that I don't even stand for. You see what I'm saying? So we got to be careful, TB Inc. family, what we feed it to and commit to, if we ain't did our homework. At the end of the day, do not put up no fight and go back and forth and debate in the room and start debating with me about something you don't even understand. You know what I'm saying? You ain't investigated, especially because y'all got to understand, TB Inc. family, we are extraordinary beings. Nothing about us is ordinary. It don't take a rocket scientist to put 1 + 1 and get the answer to, you know what I'm saying, to the problem. It don't take no rocket science to get the answer to that problem. All it takes is common sense. Some people ain't even don't have none of the 4th grade or 5th grade average education, and they know how to make sense out of stuff that just don't sound right. Why? Because they got common sense to know. No, hell no, I ain't no fool. I know I ain't that smart, but I ain't no fool. That don't even sound right. And a lot of smart people don't even have that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of smart people don't even have that. I'm just being real with you. That's why I'm just being real with you. Man, I'm greatness. I'm greatness. I'm a servant of our Father. That's who I am. I'm a servant of our Father. I'm a Savior. I'm a messenger. Yeah, I'm a son of God. That's who I am. That's who I am. That's all you need. You didn't pay attention to my name. My name is Theo. I'm a gift to you, just like you're a gift to me. I'm a gift to you, just like you're a gift to me. My name is Theo. I'm a gift from God to you. You're a gift from God to me. You understand me? Straight up. Playing to the end. Understood. Playing as I go to the end. That's how I'm rolling. God bless Theo. Understood. It was Father working through Theo. Father working through Theo. So if the Father working through Theo, bless is an understatement. You understand me? Just like bless is an understatement when it comes to if the Father working through you, because he working through us all. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not the only one he working through. Father working through us all. We are his creation. You know what I'm saying? So bless would be an understatement. It's hard to put what the Father's doing for me and you in the box. You understand, man? And sums it up in one word. It get close, but it don't be close enough. No, for real, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I just got here. Overstood. It's good to have you here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're feeling the vibe. I'm just billing. Overstood. I'm glad you placed me in the bracket of being a preacher, man. That make me feel good, man. Cause you know a preacher, believe it or not, if it's hard right, he up there talking about something, you put preach on him, that must mean he must be speaking on some very heartfelt stuff. So if you put me in that bracket, man, I'm doing a lot. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Father, for working through me, huh? Working through me to reach your creation, Father. It's always an honor and pleasure to be able to be a vessel in your army, man. For real, yes, sir, JD. I'm rocking with the fam. Overstood. Glory be to the Father. Always. That's what I said. That brother did not understand reading how everything you said was correct in my book. Now, I'm just saying, though, the only thing, when he said what he said, I couldn't discredit that. But when he said life is without purpose, yeah, you lost me right there. When you say life is, and when you say without, oh no. That's just like saying I exist without a heart. No, not in this realm. I'm in the physical realm. So in order for me to exist, I gotta have heart. I gotta have a heartbeat going on here. Now maybe in the afterworld, you know what I'm saying, in the afterlife, I may not have to have this same thing going on with me in the physical realm. You know what I'm saying? But in this realm, I gotta have a heart. No, for real. You understand me? Real spit, huh? Real spit. You feel what I'm saying? Literally, family member, overstood. Yo, you raise such beautiful dogs. I hope you are careful who you sell a puppy to. I mean, the most respect to you, overstood. I will. Oh, I will. What are you doing? Do you understand? You biting on his face? Look what you done did. You done bit a big old hole in his face, man. And you sitting there just letting her bite you, bruh. I ain't gonna lie to you, respectfully, Debbie, I feel like anyone that take out the time and put their cho-chos together to buy anything I got in the yard, man, at the end of the day, if they got the money to fund and they taking a chance by investing in my program, most likely they someone that's gonna be able, they're gonna take care of the dog. You know what I'm saying? And even if they do have some areas in their program or some areas in their growth with the dog to where it look like, hey man, you don't look fit for it, I feel like eventually they'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? They'll eventually figure it out because I have him in the beginning of my career and dealing with my animals. Stop! In the beginning of my career, I wasn't always fit in certain areas. Some areas, if you guys would have caught me in the rawest form, whenever I wasn't on the camera and I was building my relationship with my animals, you'll probably say, God, man, bro gonna lose his mind, bro, dealing with these dogs. He all over the place. He hollering. He about to give up. He look like he want to hit one of the dogs. All that stuff. You may feel that about me. But since I've grown, overstood, appreciate your family. Since I have grown and I've created a system that works for me now, that's the reason why it looks so good. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why you understand the beauty. So what I'm getting at is, I try not to worry about creating a problem where a problem don't exist. Meaning, in my heart, I feel like any dog that I push off or any dog someone come purchase from me, I feel like at the end of the day, if it's something going on with that pup or whatever, you know, they got to answer to the father, because you have to understand this here. This is what I understand. This is what I believe. Everything that I got going on, if anyone come over and shop with me and grab a pup from me, that means the father must place something on that person's heart. Because these beautiful animals, not just my animals, other animals outside of my animals are the father's gifts. These are his dogs. These are his animals. We just borrowing. We may not want to see it that way. Oh, this is my dog. Yeah, you see, yeah, temporary, it is yours. But then whenever the father want to come get his gift back and give you more, yeah, that's what he can do. It's his. You know what I'm saying? He letting you use it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, at the end of the day, I just feel like whatever happened. I can't sit and beat myself up and overwhelm myself with, oh man, I hope I don't sell a dog to the wrong person, and oh, I hope this and this. Yo, that wrong person, I guarantee you. Hey, stop. Let me see you do it again. You sitting there letting her bite all on your face. You know, you understand? She opening up that wound in your face, bro. But back to what I was saying, you know, I'm not here to overly judge someone. Meaning at the end of the day, if I see some problem with someone and it's just one of those problems that I feel they're gonna lead them to prison or have them in a situation where they're gonna be like, dang, I tripped out, I'm gonna speak my piece. But if they ain't trying to hear, man, I gotta allow them to go through what they need to go through, like I had to go through what I had to go through. Because some people don't understand verbal. Some people have to really experience, because I was one of them ones. Most people use always, man, you know, you don't need to be doing that. I heard them, but that ain't what I'm trying to do. So basically what I'm getting at is, you know, I'm going to sell my dog to whoever got the paper to purchase the dog, and believe that the father sent the right person my way to be able to snatch up a dog from me. You understand me? And whatever's in store for that animal and in the future, you know, I don't have the answer for that. That person that's showing that affection or doing whatever they doing to that dog that we all may agree upon when it comes to cruelty, if they doing that, then they got to answer to the Father for that, not me. The Father knew my heart. I done my part. You know what I'm saying? The Father knew that individual heart too, but he put something on his heart to pull up on me and grind the dog from me. So whatever he do, the Father goes, yeah, he go work. Father go work on him. Unc talk his ass off loud by loud, but you gotta like, you gotta like. Overstood. Appreciate the love, dude. I said, but you gotta like substance that's being given. Overstood. Appreciate you. Yeah, you know the reason why I talk my ass off, brother, and I'm gonna just be honest with you, brother. The only reason why I'm able to sit up here and talk my ass off is because I stay in confinement a lot. I don't have to be in a prison cell to be in confinement. I be in confinement a lot. So I be thinking a lot, brother. And when I be thinking, it be so much going on in my mental or so much going on with me to where I be wanting to share with somebody. But it be so much that I got going on that I can't share with nobody because nobody's around to share it with. And the one that I'm able to share it with, I already understand majority of stuff that I talk about. You know what I'm saying? It's just me keeping it in remembrance of it. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I do with her. So when I turn my live on, it just give me more information to create some good content. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why you hear me talking, and I gotta talk a lot. Because if I'm just sitting here and ain't nothing going on, you ain't gonna hold no crowd as much. If people want to get the feel of who channel this is, who on this channel. I see these dogs. Who is this guy behind this channel? And if the guy behind the channel is always like this here, they're just like that Charlie Brown little guy with the blanket. You understand me? You don't never understand nothing he say. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to build a relationship with him because you don't understand what he say. You just know he a part of the cartoon. The one that stand out the most is Charlie Brown and the ones that's talking. So, I gotta talk. You know what I'm saying? The people gotta understand me. They gotta know who Theo is. And the only way they gonna know who Theo is, I gotta be willing to open my mouth and make sense. You understand me? For real, for real. Even when I'm not making sense, I'm making sense. You understand me? Because I know I'm dealing with bright individuals that understand where I'm going with my bill. You understand? Is I know you gotta get it off. How you get it off overstood. Yeah, man, because I remember, man, when I was in prison, right? And I just so got caught up in a conspiracy in prison. Some individuals that's real close to me, you know what I'm saying, had a movement going on. I didn't have no movement going on. You know what I'm saying? I was really lifing and had a decent support system that kept me afloat. So I didn't have to hustle on the land. All I needed to be doing now is getting myself together. Well, me in the process of becoming the man I am today, end up creating, appreciate you, brother, end up creating a system in my life to where I feel like, I feel like my introduction of change is being willing to help someone outside of my change. Meaning I have always been one of those people that's trying to save the world. I believe it. I believe that. I always been one of the ones that people call, you are always trying to save the world. You know what I'm saying? I be like, dang, it's a bad thing. Like, nah, it ain't a bad thing. You just have to be careful. You too open to want to help everybody, and that's my problem. You know what I mean? Whatever comes with me reaching out to somebody and it's for a good cause, whatever happened, if a bad end up happening, I'm cool with it because I did something good. And that who I did good by, regardless if they want to remember or they remember it, I know I left a stain, you know what I'm saying? And I be able to create a system in me that made me more stronger, that made me say, man, I'm willing to face the consequences for the decision I made because I know I did it for a righteous cause. So what happened was I end up doing something that I feel was right. It was my little brother involved. My little brother got 40 years in prison. He ended up getting a murder case. You know what I'm saying? He ended up catching a murder case. But what happened was the dude that they saying he murdered wasn't dead. He was just going to be paralyzed from neck down. What happened was the dude didn't want to live like that, so they pulled the plug. The man died. They charged my brother with murder, so my little brother, my only brother, my baby brother by the same mother, ended up getting 40 years. But the deal with the 40 years was to tell the people that it was me that done it. They were going to give me 75 because I had a background and to give him 15 years. You know what I'm saying? It didn't go that way. My brother took his lick. You know what I'm saying? Whatever he done, he took what he faced the reality and face the consequences for what he did, and told him my brother don't have nothing to do with anything. Well, anyway, my brother ended up getting in the system, and he started getting in the law library. In the law library, he started putting stuff together. So he started hustling on the land. He took a hustle from the world and took it to the penitentiary. At first, he didn't understand how he was going to make it happen, but he ended up running across a couple of scholars that laced his chucks up. So he began to learn how to survive on the land. So when I eventually signed for my time and I started doing my time, I eventually hit the same compound my little brother was on. I was down there like probably 5+ years in at that time. Well, I ended up running across my brother after I hadn't seen my brother in down there 15-some years. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about in person. As far as writing them, seeing pictures of them, sending them money from time to time. Yeah, that was going on. But I had never took out the time to go visit my brother because I always had these excuses, man. I'm hustling and I don't want to go up there looking like this. And ooh, I always had reasons why I never beat that blacktop up. I just felt like writing letters and sending pictures and stuff like that was good enough. So I hadn't seen my brother in years. So when I finally got the father finally, blessed me and allowed me to be on that same compound. And I know what my little brother had going on because he had stroke on the unit. His name was buzzing. You know what I'm saying? Still now. But, his name buzzing. So he got stroke on the unit. So what happened was when he started running into a rut, I started becoming a crutch. Meaning somebody he can lean towards to reach out the phone call to confirm numbers. At this time, it was Green Dot. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking, at this time, I didn't shape my reality, but I really haven't been faced with some temptation that would awake me or make me understand that I ain't got myself together yet. You know what I'm saying? And then whenever that happened, it began to make me understand that, damn, I ain't really got myself together, because he reached out to me and he let me know. He like, bro, man, call these numbers. And me just thinking I'm clever. I'm thinking at this time I hadn't been in the streets in so long. I ain't been update what's going on in the world. So I'm thinking that I can jump on the phone, on this blue phone, and call home for prison. This same phone is being recording every conversation, not knowing that my phone number, my name, my TDC number have been attached to some of the stuff he got going on. They were just waiting on me to start calling and talk about some numbers, because what happened was my brother had got a number approved on my call list. His little mama that he been working with that's hot with him. You know what I'm saying? They both hot. They numbers hot. So what happened was whenever he got that number approved on my account, I was just only using her to reach out to, people that my queen didn't want to reach out to and stuff of that nature. So what happened was I was only using that number for that. So whenever my brother ended up getting G5, he ended up getting in medium custody. He was in medium custody. So he was walking by the child hall and he had a couple of numbers he needed to confirm before he give whoever he gonna give they pack or whatever. So what happened was when he pulled up on the gate, hey, look out, big bro. What's up, little brother? I see y'all, where y'all going to child? They hadn't called child on my end. I'm in general population. So I pull up on the gate. What's up, bro? Man, damn, I need you to do some numbers for me. And my little brother was like, nah, hell no. Because he knowing that I'm knocking at the door too. I had just got me a parole lawyer, and the parole lawyer just told me my chances of making parole this year is high. You know what I'm saying? Just stay out of trouble. And my brother know, because he helped fund the lawyer, you know what I'm saying, for me. You know what I mean? He having his way in the penitentiary. So he helped fund the lawyer. So when he pulled up on me about the numbers he trying to get confirmed before he give whoever he finna give they pack. I pulled up on him when he asked me whatever to do, what he did. He was like, nah, hell nah, bro. Nah, bro. I ain't, nah, bro. Nah. I like, bitch, what's up, man? What's up, man? Cause it's my little brother, my only brother. I'm someone he looked up there like Superman. So just being able to be there for my brother, and I'm knowing what he's doing on the land. And I know it's for a righteous cause, because I'm calling back home and hearing who bills he paying, him taking care of his daughter, him trying to hire a private investigator, him trying to hire a lawyer, this and this here. So I'm knowing what he doing for, right? So in my head, I'm like, I can help. I want to help my brother. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I got to do to help my brother, my only brother, my baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of beat myself down from time to time that he went left. You know what I'm saying? So what eventually happened, I ended up, you know, tell him, bro, man, fuck that, bro. Whatever, man, what it is, bro. What the numbers at? What's up? What's up? He was like, here you go, bro. He was like, oh, just be careful. I got you, bro. Bitch, you know I'm sharp, bro. You know how I'm coming, bro. So me thinking that I'm sharp, so I end up calling this situation. I call his situation. I get on the phone when I'm like, hey, look at Sister Law, man. Bro say, go restock some of that stuff inside the store. You know what I'm saying? I tried to make it like they got a store, a shoe store outside the in the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make it like they got a shoe store running. So I'm like, say, sis, I need you to go get a pair of 7. I need you to get 2 pair numbers, two size 2s, this and this here. I start talking like we restocking stuff that need to be stocked in the stores. I did that a couple of times. When they start snatching people up, they come out of nowhere running in on me too. Hey, word, Mr. Such and such, such and such. And they were like, he in the back there. They wanted to put your hand behind your back. I'm like, what's up? What's up? What's going on? They caged me up, right? When they caged me up, I'm like, God damn, this way before COVID ended up hitting. See, COVID hit right when this happened. This is how you know it. This show you how the Father worked. And it's not saying the Father is behind COVID, but I'm just saying in the midst of all that happening, it created something in me. But watch this here. So when that happened, they snatched me up. I'm like, God damn, I just seen my parole officer like 2 weeks ago. I'm waiting on my answer back from parole. My parole lawyer saying, we Gucci, we good, we gonna pop this year. I'm down there like, probably like 6.5 in. I'm probably every better, if not 6, by 6.5 in. I'm thinking I probably ran by 6 in at that time. So I'm sitting waiting, I'm waiting to get an answer, you know what I'm saying? So I eventually end up snatching me up. When they snatch me up, I'm in a holding cell. I'm in a holding cell. This motherfucker is not a 6x8 cell. It's smaller than a 6x8 cell. I'm talking about I can literally almost touch wall for wall like this here with my arms out. I can touch wall for wall like this here. The wall, like the bed is concrete. The little mat they got me laying on it is so flat. I'm talking about flat. I'm in the dungeon. They called it a dungeon on the unit I was on. It's called Ellis unit. I was on Ellis unit in Texas. So I'm in this hold. I'm inside this cell. All of a sudden, I'm waiting for them to run court and stuff. This and this here. COVID hit. When COVID hit, when they finally ran court, what happened was, see, my brother got stroke. So when they G5 me and G5 my brother is behind, he in lockup too. But my brother got, remember I told y'all, my brother got so much stroke, my little nigga, excuse my friend, my little bro, he didn't end up leveling up to where he making real noise. He really leveling up. He really like that, for real. But he eventually, because I'm in a hole, I'm only able to spend $35 a week, $70 a month. But it's every 2 weeks though. But I'm only able to spend $35. I got $35 to either spend on food or hygiene. When you buy hygiene at the price they had it, it's like, God damn, man. You know what I'm saying? Once I start getting my deodorant and my soaps, it's like I be left with $16 or $17 to spend. I've been busting 95s my whole time I've been caged up. You know what I'm saying? So whenever that change happened, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, God damn, you know what I'm saying? So that's when I started learning how to save money too. You know what I'm saying? In that time too. See, it goes to show you how the Father work. When stuff going on and you not paying attention, you may not understand it until you start sitting down and be like, damn, I ain't understand all this was going on. That's the reason why I got this system going on in my life now, and why I'm able to save more money than I have ever been able to save in my life now. I'm able to have more money than I ever had in my life now. And it's because of that experience. That was one thing that I noticed. You understand me? Behind the walls when all this happened, there's a moral to the story. It's the reason why I'm sharing it with you guys. So we in a holding tank. We waiting to go to court or whatever. My bro sending, you know, he's still in population too. He got what he got. He got what's on the land now that everybody called popular. They got everybody wigging out. He one of the main men doing having his way. You know what I'm saying? So he bringing in, I'm talking about, and still on the jack and everything. You know, I'm just not a part of it. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't going to leave that unit because my brother, y'all got to remember, he got 40 ag. He got 40 ag for murder. So he ain't really leaving his unit. They finna ship me out because at that time I only had 20 years. I had 20 years. You see what I'm saying? So what happened was, so I'm sitting there back there. I'm laying back in the cut like a Band-Aid. I'm waiting for them to come, you know, do what they gonna do to me, you know, because at the end of the day, yeah, I was feeling some type of way and I was crushed. because whenever they called me out for visitation, it was one of those times where my daughter came, and my daughter came with my queen, and when they called me out for visitation, the way they do it is because I'm in closed custody, I gotta be, when they come bring to my door, hey, flat visit, they let me know it's visit. When they come to my door, I gotta literally bend down, put my hand inside the chute. They gotta lock me up first. They lock me up in my cage. They lock me up, shackle me down. I'm walking to visitation. This my whole time I've been doing time. I never been in closed custody. I'm talking the whole time I done been down there scratching and everything, and never been in this situation. I never went to medium custody, and I never went to closed custody. So whenever they went to closed custody for that decision I made, this what made me feel some type of way. And I began to learn something in that process too. Watch this here. So I come up in there, you know, my queen never seen this here. She ain't witnessed this here. Everything been a smooth sail. Every time she beat the highway down, she getting contact. You know, I'm holding her, able to squeeze the cheeks whenever I can, and kiss her in the face and all that stuff. So the whole time we been doing time, this how she been getting it. You see what I'm saying? Contact visit. So when this happened, I end up coming in. She waiting on me. She wondering like, what the fuck going on? Because I hadn't shared a lot of stuff with her yet. You know what I'm saying? And I'm knowing she coming that weekend because she beat the highway down every weekend. So I'm already knowing she coming, but she ain't knowing she finna come to this. So when I finally get up in there, and she seeing like, what the hell? At first she was already threw off and started. I could see it in her face. When I got inside the area where I'm for the visit at, she was already frowned up because she wondered like, what the fuck is, I'm in front of this goddamn glass window. What the hell's going on? What he done did? So when I come in, I get up under her. They take the cuffs off. I come up out of there. I smile. What's up, babe? What you got going on? You know what I'm saying? She end up grabbing the phone. We on the phone. We chopping it up. I'm like, what's up? She like, what is this? What's going on? I say, man, it's a long story. And I start breaking it down to her. Man, she just crushed. She went to crying. I'm talking about historically, like going in. You know what I'm saying? All the witnessing and whatever. So I'm like, God damn. That's what ended up making me understand this. That's the reason why I had this belief on my window now. That's the reason why you guys get this, what you get. And when I speak, I be speaking from the heart of things that I experienced that make me understand my work. So this what happened, right? I began to, when in that visit ended, and I got in that cell and I started shedding them tears. I'm one of those people that's hard to cry. It takes a lot for me to cry. So what happened was, when that started happening, I ended up after that visit, we departed. I got into that cell. Hey! I got into that cell. I'm sitting down. I'm thinking about everything that transpired. And I'm trying to make sense out of everything. I couldn't even go to sleep. I laid back. I'm thinking, man, trying to make sense out of everything now, TV Inc. family. So I'm laying back, man. I just looking at the ceiling, man. And guess what came to my mind then in that short period of time? They say, if you are a king, if you are someone that's considered a leader, your decision don't only hurt one person if you're making a decision for one person. If things go wrong, that one decision you make can hurt everyone. So what I did was, I'm more focused on my brother. And it's my brother, my only brother, my love. I got to show love to my little brother. I'm not thinking about the bigger picture that, dang, if things go wrong with this move here, I'm not going to only hurt my little brother. I'm going to hurt my daughter. I'm going to hurt my queen. I'm going to hurt these people, this people. I'm more benefit to my brother in the world than in the prison facility. So what came to mind, man, and I still carry this to today, I can't make a decision that only benefit one now. I got to make a decision. When I make it, I got to make it sure I'm making a decision for everybody as a whole. I got to make sure everybody is happy in the end. I'm not making a decision to make on one person happy. I make a decision for everyone, because once I make the final decision, it got to balance out. Everybody got to benefit from it. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm a household name. I'm a king. I'm a message. I'm a savior. I'm someone great. So I have to make decisions that's going to benefit not only me and the person that I may be dealing with trying to help. I got to make sure I help everybody. So what I get at is, was this. Damn, how I'm going to get out of this here? How I'm going to get out of this here? What the Father's asking me? Why has he got me going through this? What's the problem? And I began to understand this here, TV Inc. family. I began to understand this here. As long, this is what I'm telling myself, as long as you keep allowing your emotions to think for you, you're going to forever be in situations like this. Not only in this facility, you're going to be in situations like this in the world. If you don't start allowing your emotions to be fuel to help you think, you're going to find yourself in a situation when you get out of the world that you probably don't recover from. You're going to probably end up with a life sentence, allowing your emotions to think for you. Then I end up running across literature. I'm talking about in this small short period of time, being in this hole to sell, I end up running to a book, a satanic book. Somebody end up trying to turn a satanic book on. This how evil work. When evil seeing that they done lost one of their good soldiers, man, I hadn't committed. But a lot of stuff that I was doing before that led me to prison was some things that evil felt like, oh, we got a chance with him. He may be one we can recruit. We think we got us one. So when the moment I started changing my life, evil started bringing stuff along my way, trying to play trickery on me, trying to make me think that I'm tripping. The way I believe is not gonna work. This and this here. So they had ended up running, bringing a satanic Bible around. I ended up running across satanic Bible. Then I ended up running across this dude that was a youngster that was, I'm talking about, very educated, very sharp, liked it, everything about me, and wanted me to create a chapter in my home, in the town that I stay in now. It was a black disciple. He ended up sharing a whole lot of literature with me. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of that literature that he shared with me is some stuff in that literature that I know that's a part of my father. See, a lot of these gangs, they ain't gonna tell you that a lot of information and laws that they follow come from the Bible, man. A lot of that stuff be coming from the Bible. Hold on right quick, TV Inc. family. Yeah, TBE family, but back to what I was saying, a lot of people that's a part of these sets, that they're supposed to be founders of these sets, right? A lot of them ain't gonna tell you where that information come from. A lot of the information that they be, you be reciting inside certain oaths and stuff like that, that's the Father's word, right? So you have to remember, a lot of these organizations started from a good in the beginning. It started from a good. So they was using the Father's laws, the Father's information to create the system, to shape the system, to shape the people that's a part of the system, to make them understand that if we are united, we'll never fall. As long as we are pushing good, everything will come together and it will make sense in the end. That's what it was all about in so many words. So a lot of the information that I end up running across when this guy tried to put me up on his wing or tried to give me, pass the torch on to me, because he started saying that I was way more fit, you know what I'm saying, to be able to be in charge of a chapter or a system in the city that I'm stationed in now. You know what I'm saying? He was passing that literature on to me. And one thing that stood out to me the most that was in that information was this: I am what I am, and what I am not, I never be, right? So that was what was going on, because this same person that passed this information on to me was a person that was very open-minded. He was reading all kinds of books. At that time, I wasn't really a book reader like that, but I began to start reading a lot of books too. Being in lockup like that, y'all gotta remember, COVID ended up hitting and stuff of that nature. So a lot of stuff that I wouldn't do in population because I was being distracted by a lot of other things, I started doing in that hole, and said, like, it started bringing something in me out. Things that I had been asking Father for, he started showing me that I've been giving it to you. You just been overlooking it. I always, when I go into prayer, I always used to ask the Father for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. So a lot of stuff that I was going through when I started understanding, what made me start understanding wisdom was this: the stuff that I started experiencing. Meaning when I made that decision that caused me to be inside this holding cell and on the weight of receiving the answers that's going to determine if I'm going to go home or stay in prison, gave me the understanding that, dang, I'm experiencing what I'm experiencing for a reason. I'm experiencing what I'm experiencing because it may be somebody in the future that may be going through the same thing that I'm going through, but they would receive it better for somebody that ain't been through it. So I began to understand, dang, wisdom is experience. Wisdom is experience. You know what I'm saying? I ain't understand this at first. At first, I ain't understand this, but I began to understand, dang, I'm experiencing certain things, not knowing that these are the things I've been asking the Father for. I'm asking for wisdom. He giving it to me. All right, you make a decision. You say you want wisdom, right? Go through it. I'm gonna be right here with you. I'm gonna make sure you don't end up losing your life in the process of going through what you're going through. But you finna go through whatever you finna go through whatever you done put yourself through because you asked for it. You asked for it. That's why they say be careful what you ask for. So at the time I ain't understanding this here though. So now the Father giving me the understanding now. Hold on. Now the Father giving me the understanding now that I'm giving you wisdom. That's what you want? Here it is. I'm going to let you go through this here. Here it is. So now I'm understanding, dang, this is why I've been going through all this stuff that I've been going through all my life. Because I've been asking the Father for wisdom. Then I asked the Father for knowledge. I started going through certain things and start embracing books and start teaching myself certain stuff that I had ended up missing in school. And I was thinking, since I was a certain age or whatever, and I'm running across people that's the same age as me, and they speaking on certain things that's going on in my head, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck these fools, excuse my French, I don't know what the fuck these fools talking about, man. They lost the shit out of me. And then when I be like, man, I don't know what you talking about, bro. Man, bro, you can't be. Bro, you didn't win learn this in school? I'm like, hell no, nigga, what the fuck? I don't know what you talking about. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I start reflecting back on the knowledge part. The Father made me start all the way over. He made me start picking up stuff that I missed when I was in first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade. He started making me go back. So at the time, I wasn't understanding that, damn, this is why I'm keep running across these same math problems and why I'm steady running across these books and trying to learn how to sound vowels and what's a vowels and nouns. And that's the reason why I'm going through this. He been showing me, he been giving me the knowledge. Now he was beginning to understand it. He started bringing people along. He started bringing people along that don't mind taking out the time to give me the understanding about this stuff that I'm running across. People that's not judged, that's not going to judge me, you know what I'm saying? So whenever I come up with certain things, I pulling up on people that don't even judge. And they breaking this stuff down, giving me the understanding about it. I'm like, wow, bro. I like, bro, if anything, then all of a sudden I start educating myself. I start reading. That's the reason why when you guys see me on live and I'm using certain words and articulating them in a certain kind of form or putting them together a certain kind of ways, and then I'm questioning myself or I get stuck in thought or something like that, that's all because now I didn't reach the point now to where I've been studying a dictionary so long, I'm trying to get these words that I have obtained, I have gotten over time a heartbeat to be able to play a role in my vocabulary. So I'm knowing how to use them. I just got to know when to put them in the right place to not take them out of where they ain't out of content or put, you know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why when I start understanding the dictionary, when it came to pronunciation key, I start understanding this. A lot of us be pronouncing certain words that's not even said like that. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you go look it up, the certain word that we use today is not the way they used in the dictionary. You know what I'm saying? I began to start understanding the start understanding the pronunciation key and stuff out. Man, once I start educating myself and start understanding things about myself that I didn't know, it started being mind-blowing. It started making me want more and 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 more. I started even chasing it. On my own free time, I started educating myself. I started telling my peoples, man, when they ask me what do I need, I start telling them to send me in self-help books. I start telling people, man, send me in a thesaurus. I start telling people, send me in a dictionary. I start telling people to send this. This is what I start doing. I start educating myself. And what I do is, whenever I run across words, when I run across words, when I'm reading them, when I was in hole, and when I was in that hole, when I run across words I didn't understand, I go straight to my dictionary. I go to my dictionary and I start learning how to sound words out. I start educating myself, my people. I start educating myself. Where are you going with this story? Where I'm going with this story is this, man. You remember I was telling you guys, we have to be careful what we become a parent to. We have to start taking out the time to investigate stuff that we was taught. Because if we don't investigate it, we'll sit up here and debate with somebody that's bringing us the truth. I'm talking about trying to shape a reality with the truth. And due to that, it's due to that it don't in line with somebody that we felt was fit and very educated is not in line with them. We thinking that they targeting us, or we trying to put somebody that taught what they taught them down and stuff of that nature, if it makes sense. So that's right there is one of the reasons why I understand that young brother that came on my live not too long ago and said what he said. He said what he said, and you could tell the way he formatted it or he put it together, it sounded like something like you reap what you sow. A lot of people don't even understand what reap what you sow. The cliches, what goes around comes around. It's all this stuff that we've been passed on to us from generation to generation, and a lot of us never take out the time to even investigate the stuff. When it comes to patience is a virtue, you ask a person what virtue it means, they don't even understand. They don't know what you're talking about. You say patience, oh, that's an easy word. They ain't numbered a such and such amount, 4, 5, 6, 8 letter word. This. Yeah, I know, man. I'm like I'm done. This 6-letter word. Well, it don't matter how many words how many letters in the word. That don't mean you understand it. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm getting at is, my people, and all we have to be willing to take out the time to start accepting what is, man. Start understanding that everybody that we encounter, regardless if we putting them in the field of being uneducated or educated. We have to understand that everybody don't stand for the same thing when you start embracing more of what I call the truth. When you start in lining more with your higher self and start in lining more with what the Father wants for you, your higher self. You can't compare someone of that caliber to someone that's not even in that place in life. So when you dealing with a person like Theo, and I'm telling you, I'm coming from a place that's beyond your understanding right now. Meaning you understand, but it's beyond your understanding right now because you not where I'm at in life right now. So you may not understand when I'm telling you that the globe has shifted. You may not understand that when I say that Jesus is not the name, and be careful with embracing Jesus or the image that you feel Jesus is and this and this here. You may not be able to understand that because you're not where I'm at in life. You're not in line with the Father. You're not in line in other words, not saying you're not in line with the Father. You're not in oneness with working towards conquering your higher self, because if you was, you wouldn't think that you need to put some smoke in your lungs to be able to ease your mind. You wouldn't feel like you need to put the cigarette in the air to kind of, ease out the kinks in your rope that got you going feeling some type of way, that got you like, God dang, got you all over the place. You won't feel like you need to have a drink of alcohol in order to be able to stay functional or to be able to feel like life is good or feel good. This here. You won't need none of this stuff that you feel is making you whole, or things that make you feel that's benefiting you at the end of the day. You wouldn't need none of that. Because if you did, why you weren't getting that when you was a baby, a day of birth? Why your mama didn't roll no blunt and put that in your mouth or hit that blunt and blow all that smoke in your face so you can inhale it? Why your mama didn't give you no alcohol in your bottle when you were drinking that bottle? Why no alcohol wasn't enough? So basically what I'm saying is, in other words, TB Inc. family, I am who I say I am. I'm not on live or doing what I'm doing trying to be the only biggest breeder in the game. I'm not trying to throw shade on nobody's platform or look down on someone that may not be fit for a dog they may buy from me or whatever. I don't focus on that. I don't create problems when problems don't exist in my life no more. I don't sit and watch people lying and try to find some way to be able to make this person feel like they're not whole or they don't got what it takes to be great. I'm not on that type of time. In other words, man, I'm all about reaching one, teaching one, showing one how to become one. What is one? A servant of our Father in a way that where you would know this individual is a servant of our Father. It shows in his action. I am a person that's really, truly someone that you don't even think I am. I'm a true servant, man. I'm a true messenger. I'm a true savior, man. I'm a true son of God, man. I'm a true king, man. Regardless if you want to see it as a being. You understand me? At the end of the day, my people, you have to understand this. In the process, everything may seem as if, oh, this ain't what that is. Man, he lost. He don't know what's going on. It always look like that. You tell me what process where you done seen someone experiment or putting stuff together where it looked like it was going to be promising. And then all of a sudden, and when you turned your head off that person that experiment with these chemicals and doing stuff and putting stuff together, woo, woo, when you turned your head up, guess what happened? You like, which way did he go? You looking from side to side. Which way did he go? Where you go? Where you go? Guess what? Guess what you forgot to think about? Up. Once you look up, you're like, God damn. That can't be Theo from Theo's Bully. That can't be him. Yeah, that's him, man. That brother a billionaire now. Man, I ain't even see that coming, man. I swear I didn't, bro. Boy, I tripped out. I doubted this young brother. Woo, 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 woo. That's what eventually started happening. So when I'm getting at the end of the day, my people, I don't look at people's struggles. I don't look at people a process, or I don't look at people who is trying to try. Hey, get over here. Get up. I don't need y'all doing that. If y'all continue to show me that y'all gonna do whatever y'all want to do while I'm outside, I'm gonna put you back in the house. And you won't get your hour outside. I'm letting you know. I really got carried away. Y'all supposed to been out here when the sun was up. But y'all think because it's dark out here, I ain't watching. I'm watching your every move. Hey, bro, I don't need you walking over there. You can walk back this way. You walk back this way. I don't need you walking over there. Stop worrying about what's over there. I don't need you doing nothing you ain't got no business doing. But at the end of the day, what I'm getting at, TB Inc. family, you have someone that's really for you, man. You don't have to question my heart. You don't have to question what I got going on and hoping when you invest your time and money in me, that if I'm going to keep my word, you don't have to do that. Because I'm going to stay in remembrance of that. I'm going to make sure every day I cut my live on, I'm going to make sure you understand what I stand for. I'm going to make sure you understand that I live and breathe what I talk about. It ain't a day that I'm not going to speak about what I done been through. It ain't going to be a day that I don't speak about what I want for me and you. It ain't going to be a day that I speak about what I'm going to do for you whenever that time comes and how I'm going to do it. Just like what I said the other day. Whenever I do reach a certain point to where I'm able to give back to my people, meaning it don't matter if I got millions and millions and millions and millions of people a part of my subscriber column, man. My goal is to show my asset, man, that I appreciate them. And I show it in a way that while we rising when you think we ain't rising together. You have to remember at the end of the day, when you stop focusing on where that next subscriber come from, they come. I don't sit and worry about, man, I hope I get 5 subscribers today. Man, I hope I get 50. Man, I hope I get 100 people on my live now. Man, I hope I get 1,000 people. Man, I hope I this. I don't worry about that. All I worry about is being great, playing my role, doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And whatever the Father see fit for me, I will receive that. The Father knows what's best for me, so I don't have to worry about any of that. That's the reason why when I end my lives, I end up running across my lives and notice that it's been 20,000 people that viewed my channel or 13,000 people that viewed my channel. I done tracked 50-some subscribers. I done brought in 100-some subscribers. This is stuff because I'm not capping my gift. I'm not placing no gift on my goals. I'm not doing that. I know what my goal is eon. I can't say I want to be a billionaire. I don't want to be a billionaire. I want to be bigger than a billionaire. Oh, what you want to be? I want to be a savior. I want to be a servant of my Father. I want to be a king. I want to be someone that someone can look towards for answers. Someone can look towards for anything. It don't matter if it's money. It don't matter if it's knowledge. Whatever it is, I want to be that. I want to be that resource. I want to be someone that people look at as being a true servant of our Father and knowing that they can reach out to me just like they reach out to our Father for anything. That's what I want. I don't want billions and trillions. I want whatever the Father see fit for me that's going to be considered eon in the lives of those who tap into me. So at the end of the day, what I mean is it don't matter how many subscribers I got. My goal is to reach each and every living soul no matter what I do, no matter what I say. You feel what I'm saying? Meaning at the end of the day, when I give giveaways, my giveaways is for, if I got 1 million people, it's for that whole million. Nobody is left out. And it's just like with being on live. Y'all have to understand the beauty of being on my live. If I'm tracking the motion, if I got people tapping into my channel and they showing up and showing out and letting me know they here with me and they subscribe to my channel, they vibing with me. The moment when you get in that comment column and say one good thing, that may trigger somebody to say, man, I like that what she said. Let me see who this is. I'm going to subscribe to that channel. Or you may just start hearting my life. Harding my life. Somebody may say, man, I want to be a part of this person. He said something good and they harding it, they heart right. I'm gonna subscribe to their channel. So when you don't worry about certain things, you receive the things that you've been waiting on. I'm telling you, man. Hold that thought. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Hey, what's going on? I'm listening. We ain't doing that, OG. All right. But back to what I was saying, TV Inc. family. My action speaks volumes, man. Think about it. Whenever I did engage, when I engaged into a certain a comment or something with a member or someone that came along and they were speaking on certain things, and I try to correct them. Even when I walked off and I started thinking about what all transpired in the moment, and I got all my subscribers. I got people that believe in me. Not only I got people believing me a part of my live, I got a live that's going to eventually be in the algorithm, and it's going to be other people that's going to probably press on my live and witness what went on while I was on live. So I said to myself when I started piecing the puzzle again, I'm like, dang, I was making a point. Hey, get over here. 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 Where you at? Get over. Get over. Get over there. Get over. Get over. Get over. Get over. You can get your running in, but you ain't gonna be chasing no cats all around the goddamn neighborhood. You can get your running in. If that's what you're gonna run, just run. Don't go too far. They run over here, you chase them and run them off. You don't gotta go all the way out there the street and running all over there. Get your recreation in, run. If that's what they want you doing is an exercise, it's okay. Run and chase them. Don't run out and go too far off and forget where you stay. Trying to chase a cat. Watch out, bro. Watch out, bro. Let me fill up my jug right quick and clean it out right quick, TV family. Hold it up. But back when I was saying, TV Inc. family, when I started noticing that I didn't really get my point across, I said to myself, man, this ain't all about one person, man. I gotta make the people understand that that's not what I'm pushing. I'm not pushing debate. I'm not pushing discredit. I'm not pushing that. So I had to bring it back and let you guys know. See, you have to remember, I came and popped my live on to give you understanding to let things go. Don't allow your experiences of things that you have done wrong cause you to feel like that you're not worthy enough. Let it go. Move on. It's okay. So when get over here. Get over here. So what I was supposed to be doing, TV Inc. family, you guys seen it, is get out here and pick up my dog poop. I picked up so much, TV Inc. family. But you want me to tell you the reason why? It's because picking up my dog food, dog poop, making sure my dog's straight, making sure I'm straight, making sure my family's straight is not the only thing that's important to me, TV Inc. family. I'm not like everyone else. I'm different. And I'm not saying I'm different to be able to fall under this category of what everybody else is saying is different. I stand for something way beyond a lot of people's understanding. So what I mean is, you guys matter to me, man. And it's not just about the dollar. It's not about the dollar. I want to literally see you guys happy like I'm happy. That's what I want. I don't care if hey, get over here. I don't care if your happiness may be staying in A 4-bedroom apartment. I don't care if your happiness is going to a park and sitting in that park and listen to the sound of nature. I don't care if your happiness is having a baby one day. I don't care. Whatever your happiness is, that's what I'm for. That's what I'm pushing. That's what I'm about. I'm trying to help you find your happiness. And I want to be a part of it because we deserve to be amongst each other and be happy together. I want to be able to create a system. I want to be able to create a compound, a create a place on this earth where every living soul is able to visit and find happiness in it. That's what I'm all about. It's not about just nothing that's tangible. I want to be able to reach the people with something they can't touch, man. That's what matters the most to me. I want you to remember me from the things that you can't touch, the things you couldn't see, the things that you could feel. Straight up. Get up, give him over there, bro. Get up, give him over there. If you that tired, where you got to drink water up out the ground, I can take you in the house. I can put you in the house. I ain't gonna lie to you, TV Inc. family, and this is the truth. If we didn't have to worry about making money to survive, and everything that we got going on is already. Hey, stop. It's already set for us to where we don't have to worry about those kind of things. You want me to tell you what I would be pushing in? I'll be staying in oneness with smiles, laughter, staying in oneness with our Father. I talk about that all day long with you guys. I talk about stuff that makes us laugh all day long. I'll be so adventurous. I'll be jumping out of trees, jumping far, doing front flip, jumping out mountains, diving right into oceans and swimming with whales and sharks. And you see what I'm saying? See, you have to understand in the beginning, that's the way things were supposed to be. That's the way things were supposed to be. That's what type of time I would be getting on. I would be on if it wasn't for the system that the Father has created, because he noticed that a lot of us been being damaged by this system to where even if we being reprogrammed, a lot of that stuff that we used to be gonna continue to try to play a role in our life. So in order to keep you in remembrance of what matters the most, he had to design a system to make you understand that he's always here with you. He had to design a system that would never that would create a system to where you would understand that everybody it got a chance. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can make it. Everybody can be successful. Everybody can, you see what I'm saying? He designed a system like that. But we all get so driven and so out of whack by the things of what somebody else having right now to a point to where we think that we ain't got it. We ain't got what it takes. We got what it takes, TV Inc. family. It goes back to where we got to understand this. We have to love what is. We have to stay in oneness with each other, TV Inc. family. We have to stay in oneness with one another. And we can't be taking anything personally. If you run across somebody that got hate in their heart, don't hate them. Don't match their energy. Just protect your energy. Leave them with something good. Man, I'm right, brother. You right. I'm gone, man. You stay blessed, man. I hope you find your way. And push on. You don't have to say because he then showed you hate or then did a certain thing by you that way you feel like you need to match the energy. You don't have to match it. Let them know that you're a true God-fearing creature by doing the things that the Father would do. That's how you stay in oneness with greatness. That's how you become a success. Think about what the Father would do. Don't say, oh, I'm not the Father. When you say that, that goes to show that you're not ready to be in oneness with the Father. You're not ready to appreciate what the Father is doing for you. Because when you really appreciate the Father and what he is doing for you, You show your appreciation by aligning with the way he think, with the way he would do things. That's when you know you are in oneness with the Father. That's when you all know you are in oneness with your higher self. When you start allowing all this, I'm not the Father, Father could do that and this here, that sounds like somebody that don't want change, that don't believe in change, that's not ready for change. Hey, she don't want you on top of her, bro. She don't want you on top of her, bro. She ain't ready. She ain't ready. She ain't ready to start getting work. I there see it's coming, but she ain't ready to work. Whenever that time comes, I'll let you work. You ain't time to work, bro. She ain't ready to work. She ain't ready to work. I apologize, TV Inc. family. We got Doc K out here. We got Doc K out here want to take his baby mama down too early. She ain't ready. Her little Pringle back there starting to open up right now. It's starting to blow up back there. It's starting to blow up. So we may have something coming with Cyber eventually. I really ain't made up my mind yet. I don't know if I want to run Doc K and Cyber again and create some more J's, or I want to step outside of my yard. But the way I've been feeling lately, I've been feeling like I need to work with everything I got in my yard right now. Get over here. I've been feeling like I need to work with everything I got in my yard right now. Because I believe and I know that the Father put this thing together the way he put it together for me for a reason. You understand me? He put it together the way he put it together for me for a reason. So I got to appreciate my gifts. I got to appreciate the help that he have invested in trying to help Theo figure this thing out. I have to stay in remembrance of that, TV Inc. family. I got to. That's the only way I'm going to prosper. That's the only way I'm going to prosper. I have to be grateful for what the Father has helped me put together in order to be able to receive better and better and better and better and better. To be able to someday create a system or create a place where you can come that reminds you so much of heaven. The place that you have been hearing about all your life. The place that a lot of people have lost sight of, that think they don't even exist no more. Straight up. I want to be able to create a system and a place where you can go for happiness. A place you can go to get hugs. A place you can go if you got something on your chest and you want to share it with someone. You want to cry on somebody's shoulder without being judged. I want to create a place like that. I want to be able to create a place where you got people that's a part of this place that don't mind helping you find a way and willing to take out the time and do what it takes to help you find a way. No matter how smart you is or how strong you is, they go to help you. I want to create a place like that, TV Inc. family. I want to create a place like that. Straight up. We got it going on, TV Inc. family. I ran across somebody's channel not too long ago. I told y'all I'm always browsing. I'm always watching YouTube, Instagram. YouTube is really the biggest platform that I watch a lot. And I run across a lot of stuff. And a lot of stuff when I cut on my channel, when I run across it, I don't pass it up. And the reason why I don't pass it up because I'm like, it's a reason why this came up in my eyes, came up on my screen. Let me see what this about. And when I tap in, a lot of times I be tapping into some good stuff. Like I ran across this guy, I think his name CJ something. The brother say when he ended up start creating content, he really didn't see himself being as great as he is now as being a content creator. And once he started getting so big, he started being driven and blinded by the things that complement success in a piece to a point to where he didn't notice that a lot of stuff that he was doing was something that he will end up having to deal with and live with later on in life that got him feeling some type of way now. You know what I'm saying? Meaning when he ever started getting success, instead of he started investing the money into this, you know, people that came up like him, you know what I'm saying? Instead of him coming, creating a system for people that came up like he came up as a kid, He'd rather spend his money on a big Cuban link chain that cost him hundreds of thousands of dollars and etc. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, dang, this somebody is giving me the understanding that it's somebody somewhere that come from where I come from, that stand for what I stand for, that was at a point to where I'm at now. And he's giving me he's giving me the understanding, and many that may tap into his channel, the understanding that you cannot allow the things that complements your work, or the things that you are in control of, the things that you give work, control you in a way to where you start losing sight of the things that matter the most. Because that same stuff that matter the most to you is going to be the same thing that matter the most to you tomorrow, yesterday, the present, the future. It's always going to matter. It's not going to go anywhere. So we have to stay on top of our GAME. We have to keep this on our belief window. We can't allow these things, the emblems and stuff that we always been wanting all our life, still to rob us for what we worked, what created and designed the success. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of that stuff that he spoke on, now that he understands that what got him now is the stuff that he's speaking on now that he wish he should have done when he had all the money. When he had so much success to where he was wondering where he should invest the money in and this and this here. That's what got him where he at. Think about it. Look what I'm pushing now. So at the end of the day, when I get big, I can't get too wrapped around taking trips on Jamaica and going to Japan and going inside the malls and buying all this jewelry and buying all these this and this here and think that's what it's all about. Because a lot of people can't relate to that. When I stand for something, I have to stand for something that's going to speak for this time, the next generation, the next generation, the next generation. Straight up. I want whatever I got going on, I want my success to be glorified by the things that you have seen that I have created that bring forth change, the things that's saving the next generation, the things that's breaking curses. Whenever I speak about my success, I get over. Whenever my success start rolling in and I'm able to do the things that I want to do that I never done before, I want to design a system where anybody around the world can lean towards and know they safe in. Where they can come in there with their lowering their guards and know when they leave up out of there, they successful. That's what I want to create. I'm talking about without pay. I want you to understand that once you work this system, you create a community and you make the people in that community understand what you stand for and where you're going and what it's all about. This same community is going to support you and create another, and they're going to keep it going. That's why they call it, a lot of people don't understand what pay it forward means. It's what pay it forward means. Meaning at the end of the day, I don't have to squeeze your wallet to help you. Man, go invest into my book. There's something you're going to do automatic. Once you see my heart and you understand what I stand for, whatever that comes after that, you're going to do it. You're going to be investing in it on your own. Why? Because you know I mean well. You know I'm going to do what's right with the dollar. You knowing that what I'm going to do for the dollar is going to create a system that benefit not only you and me, it benefit the world, it benefit your children, it benefit your grandchildren, it benefit your great-great-grandchildren. You see what I'm saying? That's what I want to be remembered by. As far as the chains, the necklace, that ain't mean me nothing. I'm going to be glorifying. I'll be popping and making sure you see on the regular. I may not ever buy it. The only thing I may get is a little rope. A little nice little all right little rope. Give me a nice little timepiece and a ring. And the only thing that may change that I want to do is start wearing suits. And during, when I'm not taking care of business, I want to be in clothing like I'm in like this. That's about the only thing gonna change as far as walking around with big Cuban chains, walking around popping my money, throwing my money on everybody and doing this here. That ain't what I want to do. I want you to remember me giving. That's what I want you to remember. I want to be remembered as someone that was giving. That's what I want to be remembered by being a giver. not a receiver. I don't want you to remember as being me being a receiver. I want you to remember me as being a giver. That's what I stand for, and that's what I would die for. Love, peace, and happiness. I will put my life on the line for it and won't think twice about it. Righteousness. That's what I'm all about. I ran across a brother page on Facebook not too long. I shared that brother page. His tears, I could feel his sincerity. I felt it. He was speaking about, because you could tell the guy's a stumped down kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? You could tell by it when you see it. But the brother was so he was crying, and he was just so like broke up, and he was letting you know, man, these are tears of joy, man. Say all this time, man, get over here. He like, all this time, man, I've been living this kind of way. I don't want to be wrong no more, man. I want to be righteous, man. God been working in my life, man, been helping me and my family, man, for so long, bro. Man was crying, man. I said, that's that soul talk right there. That soul talk is high self letting them know, man, I'm taking over, man. Roll with me. I got us. Man. Just feel me, man. Roll with me. And that's what your higher self supposed to be doing as well. Your higher self supposed to be stepping in and letting you know, let's roll. I got us. Trust me. You always been letting me down. You always listen to the whisper. You never listen to me. I be whispering too, but I really be talking to you. I don't whisper. You hear me, but you'll fall victim to the whisper. And you knowing that's not me. Who is me? I'm you. Let me roll with me. Let's get rid of the doubt. Let's start in line with our Father and appreciating the things He do for us. Let's continue to be a part of the community of people that want better for themselves, that believe in helping somebody else. Let's be a part of that. Let's stop being so judgmental. Let's stop taking everything personal. Let's stop looking at everybody as being a setup or somebody up to no good. Whatever it is, whatever is going on in the world, just stay prepared for it. Stay focused. Not create a system that making you prepare for things that don't even exist. Don't create no problem where it don't exist. Focus on the good, and whenever it come up, you'll be prepared. You see what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, man, we are somebody, and we deserve to stand with one another and be great with one another. We don't need to know one another 100 years to say, man, I know this guy. And the reason how I know this guy, because he got love. He got what my mother was giving me from day birth to first day I arrived on earth. That's how I've been knowing him all my life, because love been existing way before my time. And that's what he got in him, is love. So I've been knowing him all my life, because all I see is love. That's what it needs to be about. When you see somebody being righteous, you see him doing the right thing, you have to understand that evil don't want to be nowhere in his vicinity. Don't want to play a role in his life. Don't want to be a part of him. He's trying to find some way to take him out. And you have to be somebody that's willing to fight for what you love the most. And what you love the most is the thing that you can't see. There's love and happiness and peace. You can't see it, you feel it. Can't see it. You don't be knowing when nobody in love. You know when they're in love when they start opening their mouth up. Oh, he in love. I can tell it. Look how he talk about his queen. Boy, look how he start. Look at his action. You can tell he in love, man. He ain't worried about no woman. He worried about, hey, how you doing, man? It's good to see you, bro. Man, you blessed. You looking good, man. He ain't worrying about all the other stuff that a lot of people worried about. You can see it. And when you start standing for something, people don't see it. They can feel it. They don't have to see it. People understand because we are energy. Get over here. Get over here. Doc K. Doc K. I apologize. I gotta keep my eyes on my dogs too. But people don't have to see it. They feel it. Why you think at the end of the day, why do you think when people create music, why do you think they always had that on their belief window? I'm gonna make them feel me on this one. Why you think whenever you know you good at something And it's a championship game. You always hear athletes and people saying, I'm going to make them feel me on this game right here. Why you think whenever you start preaching or something like this, preachers may be saying before they get up there and start preaching, man, I'm going to make them feel me, man, Father, work through me. It's because they understand if you see just seeing you is not the only thing that speak values in the hearts and minds of those that are great like you. What speak volumes in the hearts, what speak volumes in the minds, what make people look at you as being someone that's chosen, that stand for something, is being able to feel your presence. That makes it exactly. It never dies. You can feel it. Gives me chills. It make me feel alive. Want me to tell you, when you know you in oneness with the Father, and you know the Father is working on you, it's because when you start getting in oneness with your higher self, the Father start to warn you with things that make you feel when evil is not and when evil is around. Why you think whenever you get in certain environments, you can feel when it's not right? Oh, something ain't right around her. It gives you chills. Why? Because it's something in that environment that's working against you. It's something that's in that environment that's not in oneness with what you are in oneness with, and you can feel it. That's the reason why a lot of people that end up getting caught up in gunfire, being in the wrong place at the wrong time, they felt it. What they do? They thought they was tripping. A lot of them did. Now, I may be tripping, man. I'm tripping, man. They felt it. They felt it like, man, something ain't right. And then they homegirls or something, homeboy, man, it's good, bro. I'm telling you, bro, this and this here, because they too excited to a point to where they can't feel it. And that goes back to the beauty of being calm. Your calmest state is where your power lies. You didn't hear me. Your calmest state is where your power lies. When you extra excited, this will start happening. You start being wavy. But when you're in your calmest state, everything is straight. It's one beat, one sound, it's harmony. But the moment you get too excited by being in environments and stuff like this, you can be easily distracted by temptation. You can be easily distracted to where the enemy that came up. Yeah, I got up on you now. What you gonna do now? But when you're in your calmest state, you see everything that's going on around your plate. Can't nobody put not one piece of poison on your plate. Can't one person put nothing in your drink, because you watching everything. You in the sound state. Ain't nothing going on around you where you too engaged and too excited to where you start losing track of who you need to be focusing on or what's going on in this environment. Everything you see. Nothing gets by you when you in your sound state. The enemy is afraid of you when you're in your sound state. Think about how many people you ran across that never get extra excited, that's always quiet and very observant of things. You afraid of them people. A whole big old world is afraid of them kind of people because they don't know what to expect. They not operating like everybody. And a lot of times people mistake that state as someone that's up to no good. They don't ever look at it as being someone that's just in a place in life to where they understand they work. And they just not gonna allow anything to sneak up on them or play close up on them. So they watch everything. Yeah, they come. Just because they ain't not extra excited about a certain thing that you extra excited from, don't mean they ain't excited. They just know how to control their excitement. Or should I say control their energy to where they don't put their life and their family and others in jeopardy. Yeah. Hello? Hello? But what I'm getting at, TV Inc. family, is this. We are our biggest asset, people. We are our big... Yeah. Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, 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 yeah. But like I was saying, TV Inc. family, we are our biggest state. We are our biggest asset. We can do it. We just got to get out our feelings, TV Inc. family. We can do it. We just got to stop counting everybody's pie pieces on the on the plate. Stop counting all the slices. Stop worrying about the slices. Worry about what you get out of it. When I get on here, don't worry about how much YouTube gonna pay me because I got this such amount of followers. Don't worry about how much YouTube gonna pay me because people been engaging. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about that. Focus on what the good you get out of it. Let it to be something that you inhale and let it go live through your body. Let it make you free. Make you feel whole. That's what we lose sight, and that's what causes us to not support one another. Because we too busy worrying about what he gonna do with the slices. What he gonna do when he do this. I'm not worrying about that. That don't even exist. So why we worrying about it? We always, as people, we always create problems where problems don't even exist, man. And then we wonder why we never can't get over that hump. We can't get over that hump because one, we too stubborn. For two, we think we know it all. For three, we always think that everybody is out to get us. But four, we never understand that the Father is the way. And when we talking about the Father, it's always a problem. Etc., my people. I preach every night, brother. Just some nights it don't be hidden like it's hidden right now. It be hidden. It just may be hidden in a way to where it's talking to somebody else that probably not a caliber like you. It may be a message for somebody that fall under that caliber that I'm on. I was in that state that I was in when it didn't feel like I was really popping. So I always count every moment. I always count every gift. I always count everything that going on in my life as being a blessing. Because it be a blessing in disguise. Because believe it or not, what you may look at as being me not hitting as hard tonight may be something that somebody else may be saying, boy, I need to hear this tonight. So I'm always preaching, I'm always hitting. Why? Because I stand for LOVE. What is that? I live off vibrant energy. That's how I live. I live off vibrant energy. Vibrant energy keeps me going. That's love. I live off vibrant energy. Overstood. I live off vibrant energy. That's love. That's what it means to me, living out vibrant energy. I come here for a reason, my people. I'm here to stay. Not going nowhere. If I give up on you guys, I gave up on myself. Life is not worth living and embracing if it don't have a purpose behind it. If it don't have a purpose behind it, life just dull. It's empty. That's the reason why when that brother said what he said, instead of him embracing the truth, he allowed evil to get in his head and steer him away from the truth. Instead of him taking out the time and saying that sin is slowly, because sometimes that we have to do, we don't have to categorize everything as being somebody that's slow, man. In my beginning of my upbringing, man, I wasn't the sharpest knife in the drawer, man. My comprehension, I just wasn't getting it, man. I wasn't getting it. Everything was going over my head, straight up, man. I felt special ed at times, man. But I ain't let that stop me, though. I ain't let that stop me. I said to myself, what's probably going on? I'm not paying attention. I'm not paying attention. I need to start paying more attention. I need to start standing for something. I need to stop worrying about the distraction outside of my peace. Come on, let's go. Let's go. My phone gonna go dead anyway. Let me get in this house so my live won't end. Man, I think these dogs ate my charger, man. The one I just got? Yeah. I was outside and I got Baby, Chase and Nyla. I come here and Chase got my charger in his mouth.
It's not working.
I'm gonna find out because if it ain't, I gotta go buy another one. Nah, it's working.
It's working.
Yeah, it's working.
Here it is.
Give me some water. Come on.
Okay.
All right. It's cold. Ain't no cold water. Ain't it cold?
I just put them in there.
Should be some cold water in there, ain't it?
It wasn't none in there. I just put those in there.
All right, what's it on? There's some juice in there.
Some tea and some soda that's cold.
The tea cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me some tea.
Here, give me that water back.
All right. All right, saying the charge is not available. Something started going on. Let me see. Saying something about liquid. That's what happened. He was eating on this. It's good. Nah, it's all right. It's good. It was just it was wet. So it's all good. I'm from Gary to bring my live to an end. I'm gonna have to pop it with the family again in my next live. But yeah, TB Inc. family,
You want your burger?
let's focus. Yeah, give me my burger. But back to what I was saying, TB Inc. family, we have to focus on our good. When we see good people, we don't need to be worrying about how much they getting. Just say, man, if you want the best for him, just say, man, I hope he end up reaching a point in life the way he don't have nothing to worry about. He deserves it. If there's something going on in you where you looking at somebody and you just don't know why you ain't liking this person or you got a problem with this person, you need to check yourself. You need to sit down and ask yourself, why are you feeling like that? Is it going to meet your needs over time? Is it worth it? You see what I'm saying? All this old, counting somebody else's pockets and focusing on, man, focus on your good, my people. And when you focus on your good, guess what it does? It puts you in environments of people that want what you want in life. It puts you in an environment of people that stand for what you stand for. Straight up, let it go. Let it go, my people. Just like I got in my thumbnail column, man, where I got let it go. Let it go, my people. It's not worth it. It's time to start understanding who you really are. You've been understanding who you are in the physical realm. When you gonna take out the time to understand who you are in the spiritual realm? When you gonna give him a shot? When you gonna give her a shot? You first give her a shot by placing the Father in your life on the forefront, and you follow his way. Every time something that sounds that is not holy or is good, don't allow it to beat you up. Just say, I need to correct myself in that area. I'm going to stop it right now. If I do this right now, I need to get going and start getting away from this here. Don't focus on your flaws. Your flaws will find its way out of your life. Don't let nobody come around and say, man, you ain't did this here. Let them know, man, you are something. You are somebody. You counted with good. When you say I'm no good, just say good to them. Man, you extraordinary, but you reacting real ordinary, but it's okay. You learn and know. God bless you, man, I'm gone. Watch how it makes you feel. You don't leave, you don't separate from the person that's disturbing you with bitterness in your heart and on your belief window. You stay in remembrance of the good that makes you happy, that keeps you whole, that makes you strive, that makes you want more in life. That's what happens when you stay in oneness with things that makes you feel good about yourself. The things that make you feel unholy, the things that make you feel like you empty, the things that make you feel like you ain't got it going on is the things that you are matching. The moment you start saying something about a problem, guess what the enemy do? He matched that. Yeah, that's what happened. Man, I don't think things for the go. They match that energy. Man, I don't think I'm going to get that job. Guess what happened? It's gonna match. Yeah. You sure? All right. Let me match this energy here. Gotta be careful, my people. You're way powerful beyond your understanding. You don't even know it, but I know it though, and I'm gonna make sure you know it because I'm gonna show it and make you understand that you are serving just like I am. You are in oneness with what I'm in oneness with, and as long as we stay together, you don't have nothing to worry about. Because as long as love, peace, and happiness is involved, I'm willing to die for you. You can take that to the bank. Believe that. But TV Inc. family, I'm finna get ready to eat my meal, tap into my program. I'm coming back. I gotta run my giveaway. Gotta build with you guys some more. Everything that I built on, if it was something that bothered anyone, please don't charge it to my heart. Charge it to my mental. If it was anything that I said that touched you, it made you see things different, give all credit to the Father because He the one that was working through me to reach you. So with that being said, my people, keep placing your best foot forward. And remember, you can do all things through the Father who strengthens you. As long as you have a mustard seed of faith, anything that's formed against you won't get a break, TV Inc. family. Trust and believe that, man. I see you guys in the PM, maybe the AM, who knows? And to everyone that's been in the comment column, y'all already know how I'm coming. You understand me? So if you was billing in the comment column and you was trying to reach me, just know I can feel it. I know you mean well. And I know you just kind of matching my energy and giving me the understanding that you are great as well. You understand me? And you agreeing what I'm saying. I'm already knowing this here. I'm already knowing this here. I ain't got to read every comment, but whatever you may have said inside the comment column, probably didn't trigger someone to subscribe to you. Who knows? But before I leave, somebody hit the subscribe button, man, on somebody's channel, man. The ones that's here on my live right now. Y'all take out the time and subscribe to someone's channel. I'm going to give you guys a minute to do that. Somebody subscribe to somebody's channel right now. If you're a true servant of my Father, our Father who in heaven, subscribe to someone's channel right now. And when you subscribe to someone's channel, just tell them, man, I love you, man. Stay blessed and keep doing what you're doing, man. Something right now, man. I'm whenever 7:32 hit Central Time, I will be ending my live. It's 7:31. So I'm going to give everybody time to subscribe to someone's channel, man. Subscribe to someone's channel because they deserve it. It took courage for them to be on this live, regardless if they're a troll or not. Bless them. Make them see things differently, regardless of what it is. Because one thing I know, and two things for certain, the gift that you possess can change everything about the things that you feel is a problem on this planet. Trust and believe that. You got what it takes. You just got to keep pushing that good. You just got to keep pushing that good, man. Subscribe to someone's channel. Y'all subscribe to each other. Overstood. Okay. Straight up, straight up. I ain't them some big old burgers. It's 7:32. Yeah, it's 7:32. So I love you guys. Y'all stay blessed. And I'm gone.